Weren't those first 2 weeks just so much fun? That 2-week run we had, generational. I mean, that fed families. It was historic. It was awesome. I think that's all we're getting now. This was not a good game. The score should have been a lot worse. Not a good win. Not a win. It was a loss. Not a good game. I'm just so in shambles. Not a good game. Like I said, that first 2-week run, we were on top of the world. That was awesome. Just Godspeed and RIP to that run because man, wish I could have that back. Final score, 13-26. New Orleans does lose. Derek Carr, 2 touchdowns on the day, an interception. Dumb interception for the record. He threw it up off his back foot, trying to get rid of it, trying to throw it out of bounds. Chiefs defender made a beautiful play, one-handed interception. I mean, literally could not have thrown a worse loop for the Saints offense. Alvin Kamara just could not get going. The rushing offense entirely was pretty much non-existent. 15 carries for 46 yards in total. Jamal Williams had 2 carries for 9 yards. Jake Haener had 2 carries for 11. Alvin Kamara led the way with 11 for 26. No Taysom Hill today. Definitely missed him. Jordan Mims didn't get any run. Not saying that he should, but at the end of the day, right now, this Saints offense is not playing well. They are not playing good. They're playing very bad. They're playing uninspired. This team looks drained. Like, halfway through the third quarter, producer Chip and I are talking, and we're saying, I'm like, dude, I mean, this team just doesn't look like they want to win right now. And then, of course, you get the crazy Khalen Saunders pick, the one-handed pick where he runs for 40 yards, and it's like, oh, well, maybe we're back. It sucks. Really quick, I will encourage you to subscribe to the channel. We will give you the best Saints coverage. We got over 1,500 new subscribers on the watch party today. 270,000 viewers. An unbelievable day. 2,500 likes on the watch party. This was a historic watch party, and it was all thanks to you guys. And I cannot say thank you enough. Y'all have been absolutely wonderful in supporting me and supporting producer Jake Chipper and help us growing the channel. So just thank you so much for your generous support. We just ask you to help continue to share the program, get more Saints fans to find our channel, because I've been a diehard fan my entire life, and I'm going to give it to you real. I'm going to give it to you honest. And the things that you think and the things that you feel are what I'm feeling and thinking, I just got a platform where I can say something. And so here we are, Saints fans, 36,000 subscribers. We're on the road to 50K as soon as possible, and then we're shooting for 100 so we can get that plaque from YouTube. Injury news. Couple big injuries, notable injuries, I should say. Lucas Patrick, he did leave at one point. He was questionable to return. He did, in fact, return. He was a starting center and actually moved over to the left guard position. And then Derek Carr, at one point today, he left in the fourth quarter due to an oblique injury. He was questionable to return and never did. So we saw Jake Haener get some run in that last drive for the New Orleans Saints. Carr, all in all today, 18 of 28, just... Again, I'm going to go back to it. In the first half, you gave Chris Olave, your first-round wide receiver, 1 target. That's disgraceful. And on top of that, Blake Grupe missed an extra point. That's his second missed extra point of the year. Give me Charlie Smith. I'm done with Blake Grupe. Give me Charlie Smith. We're done here. We're done. It's time to get – Nope. We're not doing what we did last year, and we're not missing extra points this year. Blake Grupe, your leash was short with me. We're not doing that shit anymore. I'm done with him. I'm sorry. I don't hate him as a human being, but good Lord, missing extra points in the National Football League is disgraceful. Chris Olave, speaking of disgraceful, not him, the opportunities. One of my biggest keys to victory for the New Orleans Saints was give Olave opportunities. I'm making sure I have this correct. Chris Olave, 4 targets for 2 catches, 10 yards. Just didn't give him the opportunities. You didn't give him the chance. He had a really nice catch down the sideline. That was awesome. Pretty sure got it ruled back by a penalty, 99% positive. I'm at a point where I'm like, I don't even remember the mistakes because there was just so many stupid, just like, what are we doing here? And also, for the record, shame on the NFL and shame on ESPN for not showing any replays for any of these plays where it might have been a controversial penalty, or maybe it was a missed call, or maybe there was a call that they did call, or a penalty they did call that should have been one. Like, there was a lot of just instances where you would have liked to see a replay and you would have liked to hear what happened there, and the broadcast did not do that. So shame on ESPN and shame on the NFL for allowing that sort of terrible broadcasting. Chat Sports would literally never let that happen. But here's how the offense performed. Again, It was so bad. It was so damn bad. Run game could not do it. Run defense, also, for the record, non-existent. I don't know what was worse, our rushing attack or our rushing defense. I mean, you let Kareem Hunt have 100-plus yards and a touchdown. JuJu Smith-Schuster, for God's sake, 7 catches, 130 yards, along of 50. What year is this? 2015, 2016? This game alone might revive JuJu Smith-Schuster's TikTok career. Just saying. If you want to get in the comments section, you want to sound off, I'm infuriated. I'm upset. I'm mad. And I know a lot of y'all are going to be like, Trace, you need to relax. This guy needs to calm down. He gets too upset. He gets too mad. He gets too emotional. Here's the thing. I said it earlier. I'm a diehard fan. I get upset when I see bad football. I get upset when I see a team playing very, very poorly. The Chiefs coming into this game were not a better offense. They were not a better defense, and they shut you down entirely. It was a bad game, and I'm allowed to be upset. And most importantly, you're allowed to be upset. If you want to make yourself not upset and you want to save some money in the future, I encourage you to check out Game Time. Game Time is one of my favorite ticketing apps, or not even one of my favorite. It is my favorite ticketing app, and it is absolutely amazing, and I highly encourage you guys to get started today. When you download Game Time, you use code CHATSPORTS. You'll get $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply with that, for the record, but you can use those savings to get yourself some gear, maybe even some concessions at an LSU game, a Tulane game, or any sort of concert comedy show in your area. It doesn't have to just be in New Orleans. It doesn't have to just be in Louisiana. It doesn't even have to be in the Gulf Coast region. You can get tickets anywhere across the country. And Game Time has a brand new feature called Game Time Picks. It makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Like I said, terms do apply, but create an account, redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download Game Time. Hey, Chip, what time is it? That's right. It's game time. All right. So let's talk about things moving forward here. Talked about the negative, the bad, the ugly, everything that's come between. So a couple positives here. You had the beautiful Rashid Shaheed deep shot. I mean, love that. That play clearly still in the playbook. Love that it was effective today. When you have it, you got to take it. You cannot force the ball to Rashid Shaheed, but when you have those opportunities, you got to take them. And I'm glad that Derek Carr was able to do that today. Foster Moreau also found the end zone. Really good to see him score another touchdown. Good to see the tight ends get a little bit more usage. At one point, we even saw all 3 tight ends out, not including Taysom Hill. We got to see all 3 tight ends on the field at one point. It was really, really cool. I liked seeing Juwan Johnson, Dallin Holker, and Foster Moreau all line up. But Sheed, 4 catches, 86 yards, a touchdown. That 43-yard bomb was absolutely electric. Foster Moreau, 2 catches. One of those was a touchdown. It was a nice little route, too. He kind of had a little block release, and Carr just kind of floated it right to him. Breadbasket, touchdown for number 87. Love to see him get involved. The Louisiana native, the LSU Tiger, the St. Augustine graduate. Hey, love to see him making plays for his hometown team. Alvin Kamara, again, not great. But how do we get things back on track? How do we improve things moving forward? Chip, if we could just go full screen here, I'm just going to rifle off some thoughts here, man. So if Derek Carr cannot go next week, I'm going to give him a lot of credit. Derek Carr is one of those players who's a tough son of a bitch. If he can play, he's going to play. Whether you like him as your quarterback or not, you have to admire that at least a little bit. That's tough. That's gritty. That's what football's about. This is going to ruffle some feathers. I'm not in the camp of start Jake Haener this week. If Derek Carr cannot go, it needs to be Spencer Rattler. Rattler was better in the preseason. Rattler gave you more opportunities to score. Rattler commanded the offense better. Rattler led the team better. Jake Haener, when he came in, granted, his first time playing in a real game, in Arrowhead, under the lights, on primetime, I get it. Those are all valid excuses. Those are all valid reasons for him to not play super well. He's also in a really tough situation. You're down by 10 points with 3 minutes left in the ballgame. I'm not saying that his cards were dealt fair. I'm not saying that he had an easy hand. But I think Spencer Rattler needs to start next week. If Derek Carr cannot go, it needs to be Spencer Rattler. I like the talent he has. I like how unpredictable he is. I like how he can use his legs. I like the accuracy. I like the zip he has. I love how he throws the football. I love how he commands the field. And I love how he commands the team. All in all, guys, it was a tough loss. It was not a fun game to watch. There was a handful of plays that were awesome. Chase Young was pretty much didn't do anything. Honestly, Chip, maybe I need to start being a little bit more critical in these watch parties, because when I said Chase Young, he hasn't done a damn thing, he goes and gets a sack. When I say the defense hasn't shown up, Khalen Saunders gets an interception. Like, maybe I just got to start talking bad about these guys during the game. And I don't want to. I will not. I love this team more than anything. I love this football team, man. But this was a tough game to watch. It was not a good game. And unfortunately, I think the New Orleans Saints might be in some trouble here. You're very injured. You're very, 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 very banged up. And now your starting quarterback might be hurt more. The red zone defense was great. The Saints have the best red zone defense in the league. Coming in today's game, they were really good again today. I'm looking at some last-second notes from Dennis Allen. He's talking to the media as we are filming this live post-game reaction, this instant reaction. I will be tweeting out my thoughts. I'll be sharing my thoughts on social media. So if you haven't already, hit me up at Trace Giroaurd48_ on Instagram. It's also at Trace Giroaurd48 on Twitter. Just no underscore. I'll be giving you guys a lot of thoughts. Derek Carr said he's not feeling good right now. That report coming in from John Hendricks. So unfortunately, Derek Carr, if he's not able to go, like I said, it's got to be Spencer Rattler. Who is the biggest loser versus the Chiefs? Give me a name. And I'll also ask you this question. If you want to weigh in, who should be the QB next week? Like, who should start? Should it be Haener? Should it be Rattler? If Carr cannot go, let me know. I'm upset. I'm frustrated. We're going to have some fun. The stream, once again, thank you so much to everybody who tuned in. Over 270,000 views. An unbelievable record-setting day. We crossed not only 1,000 milestone, but 2 in subscribers. Unbelievable. I'm so blessed. I'm so thankful to have you guys watch my show. I'm so blessed to be covering the New Orleans Saints. Unfortunately, we were not able to come out with a win today. Hey, there's always next week. And unfortunately, that's the only thing we can really hope for. Let's bounce back against the Bucs next week. We're going to be live on Wednesday to cover everything you need to know. We'll have videos coming at you tomorrow morning. Y'all stay golden. We'll see you next time.